Hello everyone, we're going to go over the 3 tests to qualify for the Employee Retention Tax Credit, where you can get up to $26,000 per W-2 employee. There's a lot of confusion out there on how to qualify for ERC, so I've simplified these qualifications with these 3 tests. I actually made a carousel post on my LinkedIn, which we will also use for this video. So let's go ahead and get into it with test number 1. Decline in revenue. So if you had a significant decline in gross receipts, you will qualify for ERC. More specifically, that's a 50% decline in 2020, a 20% decline in 2021 compared to your 2019 quarterlies. So we will always compare quarter versus quarter. Now, the confusion out there is a lot of CPAs and in-house accounting departments think they do not qualify for ERC because they did not have a decline in revenue. This would be incorrect. There is more than one way to qualify for ERC. So if you made money during the pandemic, you can bypass test number 1 and go to test number 2, which is a full shutdown. This includes governmental orders at the state, local, or federal level. If an ordinance was in place for your business to shut down, it is deemed to be enforced. Examples of shutdowns would be capacity restrictions for the number of workers or customers, social distancing restrictions limiting the number of customers you can service, curfew restrictions limiting hours of operation, stay home, stay safe, or shelter in place orders forcing companies to work remotely. Other ones would be travel restrictions, restrictions on large group gatherings, and supply chain disruptions. Now, if you did not have a full shutdown, you can go to test number 3, which is a partial shutdown. Partial shutdowns have a little bit more details in their description. Let me read from this page. A nominal effect on operation or gross receipts compared to 2019 quarterlies. The IRS considers a nominal effect to be 10% or greater, and at least one portion of the business, so if you're a restaurant business, takeout would be a portion, drive-through would be a portion, must suffer a nominal effect 10% or greater by quarter to qualify for a partial shutdown. Example, Jimmy's restaurant business was forced to shut down on-site dining due to governmental orders. Jimmy was able to continue food and beverage sales via delivery. Jimmy's business is considered partially shut down due to a portion of its business operations, in this case on-site dining, being suspended and nominally affected. On-site dining is a majority of Jimmy's business operations, and this was nominally affected 10% or greater, so he satisfies this test of partial shutdown. Now let's cover all 3 tests again. 1, decline in revenue. 2, full shutdown. And 3, a partial shutdown. You only need to pass 1 of the 3 tests to qualify. So going back to Jimmy's example, let's say he made money during the pandemic from doing just deliveries, but he had a partial shutdown of on-site dining. He will qualify for the Employee Retention Tax Credit because he only has to pass 1 of the tests. And there are some requirements for ERC. I will go over them in another video, but as a general rule of thumb, you must have 500 W-2 employees or less in 2019. If you have more than 500 W-2 employees, unfortunately, you will not be able to qualify. So if you're a business owner and you think you've passed 1 of these 3 tests, I recommend to click the link in the description to apply with us. We have a zero financial risk application process, or if you have any questions, you can contact me directly.